what Henry Ford said, and it's a philosophy that I live by. When they were doing an intelligence test, they thought that Henry Ford was dumb because he didn't know some of the common questions and stuff that they were asking. I don't know if this is true, but I read that it was
Mhm.
true. They was on trial, and Henry Ford told him at that time, he's like, I got buttons on my telephone.
Mhm.
Why do I need to know this? I can hit a button. I can have the expert in any area come to my office and teach me or show me or
Yeah.
perform anything that I want to know. That is power and how you play, put people in concert or in an
Look,
accord. You can't do nothing by yourself. It takes a team.
it
And a
take a
lot of
team.
people can't build a team. We call that a cross-functional team. That's
Yeah.
like in the corporate world, one of the biggest skill sets is can you manage a
Can you
cross-functional
manage
team?
it?
That's what they always ask me. My experience, I manage cross-functional teams. I don't go in there and build defense missiles or whatever it may be, aircraft or whatever it is. I
You
put a
select the
cross-functional
motherfucker.
team together of brilliant minds, and I bring up the right questions. I bring up the
Hmm.
right challenges. Push everybody into the same category. Because what people do, and what I notice is if we're baking a cake, and let's just say I got 5 employees, one person's supposed to go to the store and
Hmm.
buy the cake mix, the eggs. Let's just say I got 2 people buying one person buying cake mix, eggs. Then I got another person buying milk. I got another person that's buying me stuff like pots, the pans to cook it in, a knife to cut it, maybe even some frosting. And I got another person that's sitting there. Their job is to collect all the ingredients and put it up in its proper place. And then you got another person that's gonna take it out and actually whip it up and make the cake. And then one person that's gonna decorate it. For some reason, nobody will communicate on their own. What will happen 9 times out of 10, and I've seen this over and over in business, is the people that's going to the store, we call that a supply chain. Those are my supply chain people. They'll sit there and they'll go to Publix or whatever grocery store near you and they'll say, you know what? We ain't got no eggs. And they'll come back and say, oh, I couldn't get eggs. They ain't got eggs. So, oh, well, we can't bake a cake. We had a work stoppage. We can't bake a cake because Kroger ain't got no eggs. So this is where you need that
Fucking up.
mind to come through and say, so now everybody's sitting around there waiting on the next person to do this or whatever. And so this is where you need that overall mind to come down there and say, you know what?
Hmm.
Did you take your ass to Kroger? The Kroger got eggs. When is Publix gonna get eggs in? Is they coming in? I need to know if the Publix don't
Hmm.
have these eggs in, when they gonna get them in? Where they gonna have some in tomorrow? Okay, well that's a day delay. I can manage that. I can deal with it. Oh, they're not getting any into next week. Okay, well I need you to get on the phone, Food Lion. I need you to go to Food Lion. I need you to go to Kroger. Wherever the hell you gotta go. Go Harris Teeter. Go get me some damn eggs. Well, Harris Teeter got eggs, but they're $1 more. Okay, fine, I'll take that risk. I'll pay $1 more to satisfy my customer that's waiting on this cake tomorrow. I gotta have it. So then this person procure me eggs, and they bring them in, and they just bring them in and they just set them on the counter. Meanwhile, the person that's in charge of putting everything up and procuring it, they just sitting there, they laughing and talking because they know, well, we don't have eggs. So now if somebody got to be looking at the overall process, poking him like,
Hmm.
yo, why are you chilling? You have to bring the team together and say, look here, we found eggs. You be on deck. The minute they walk through that door, you grab them eggs and you get them cool. Matter of fact, don't get them cool. Take 2 of them eggs out and stop them and give them to the person that's whipping them up or whatever. So that way they can crack it and start whipping this cake. You manage and get this oven going because people just do their part and they will just stop. But in business, you got to run what we call the operation, and you got to push it all the way through. So boom, make everybody put the cake in there. Now the cake is in the oven. How many, how much time we got, and then things that happen. The oven may malfunction. Well, damn, the oven went out. Those things happen in business. You know, so you got to start troubleshooting. Hey, did you pay the gas bill? Yeah, the gas bill paid. The oven just gone. Okay, well, we got to purchase a new oven. In the meantime, can we go next door and bake this cake? Hey, can I bake this cake or 2 cakes, whatever, today for you to get this cake out the door while we got another oven that's coming in the meantime? And I can't get another oven for another week or two. because they're short at Home Depot. I done went to Lowe's. I done went everywhere else. This is stuff
Mhm.
that you have to manage. So it's like, okay, in the meantime, what can I do? I'm not just gonna sit there, not make money, not bake cakes. Can I borrow my neighbor? Look here, let me slide you a few bucks to use your oven. I got this many cakes I got to bake or whatever. Or damn, is there anywhere I can go rent a oven temporarily to keep my operations going? Yeah, or is there even alternative technology? Will I even be even? Is there what they call it, an air fryer? Is there a
Yeah.
feature on it that I could use? Some you always got to think of what can I do? Can I use a hot plate or hell what they call those little ovens? My little oven, when I
Oh,
was
the
growing up,
easy
I had
bake
an
shit.
easy bake. Hell,
Yeah.
damn it, can we get enough easy bakes to
Yeah.
get this stuff done? Thinking what you can do until you finally you got that frosting on that cake and
Mhm.
pushing it out to the door. And that's how you have to think of your life. Think of your life. Problems are always gonna come
Always. Yeah.
in everything that you do. You just got to be able to have a workaround. And hell, these are even lessons that we even learned in the podcast.
Yeah.
As we went out there to think. First time we went, we did the lessons learned. We didn't have the mics charged. I think some mics went out. We didn't have them properly charged.
Nah, it was the lights.
The lights. We yeah,
Yeah.
we had
When
one
we
set of
did
lights.
Taylor Smoke, one of the lights went out.
Yeah, yeah. The
So
lights
we
went.
he went and got a charger so that if the light did go out, we could just hook that bitch up to the charger.
Exactly.
Granted, that light still
How?
went out though, because I ain't hooked the shit up, but my bad.
But we got the means. We got
But
the
we got the
means.
means to.
But all our equipment was starting to go because we had traveled, and a lot of our mics and stuff were battery operated. And the interviews went so long, and we were trying to do it. So at the end of the day, a lot of our stuff was going dead, and we had
Mhm.
to try to rush what we're doing, and we couldn't do
Yeah.
the interviews and the consistency. So we took that as a lesson learned in in that contingency. So now it's like we charge everything up the night or before, and now we have a means to, if right on location, if something go down, we can replace it and we can
Replace
be
it.
charging right then and there. Okay, well, while we filming with this, okay, this right here is charging right now on spot. We
Mhm.
got the means to charge this right here. We don't need no outlet because we don't. Sometimes you might not have an outlet. We may be limited. Well, don't worry about it. I can put it in the car. I mean, because when we went to Atlanta and did the one with Rob
Yeah.
and Jay Gibbons, I had Mike's charging in the car.
In the car. Yeah. See,
Yeah, so we got equipment.
we learned a lot of shit. Like since I joined after 5, I swear it seemed like it was just shit constantly that I was like having to really pay attention to because I never managed a podcast. I've only ever just done the
Me neither.
podcast on
I
here.
just do operations. I just being an operations manager and knowing how that
Now we hear it.
and pushing operation. I mean,
But
like
that's
most
why it's
people.
good though.
Look, we have three cameras going because we
Yeah.
discovered that our cameras we didn't. And then impressive, we didn't realize that the cameras would cut off in 30-minute frames or whatever.
Hmm.
They would go. They went dead on them. One camera went dead. The other one shot off, and we had to restart it. We three cameras now, but we had that one consistent now. Now we got good
Hmm.
mics that'll keep it going all the way through. We are working on our sound when we're doing these. And now we realize that hey, we got to get better with our sound. So we're gonna get new mics coming
Yep.
through and soundboards and everything else to grow. And this is the thing you have to look at in your business, relationship, whatever else that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And
And
then
like you
sometimes
said, the team.
the team.
We
And
talk. We talk to each other.